What's up, guys? We got our hands on the brand new Lift X. It is finally launch day and I have not gotten to see this bow until today. So I'm gonna give you guys my honest review on it, my first thoughts, first reaction. We're gonna go and send a couple shots through it here down the range. I'm gonna show you guys all the new attributes that they added to the brand new Lift X. Now, right off the bat, looking at it, it kind of does seem like the same bow when you look at it right away because it is the same riser as the Lift, but they got a few adjustments here that are pretty sweet if you ask me. If you look at the grip, this isn't the regular Mathews grip that you see on every single one of their bows. They actually have 3 different styles this year, and I don't know the names of them, so I got a list of them right here. But right off the bat, we got the Engage. The Engage seems to be a little bit slimmer. Then you got the Taper, which, looking at it right here, it almost seems like it actually tapers, hence the name. But my favorite so far is the Contour. It's a little bit wider on the top and it seems to be a little bit more boxy. I've always liked a little bit more boxy of a grip, but it's also got smooth edges to it that can fit your hand a little bit better so you don't have corners cutting into your hand. Then with that as well, another thing that they added to this bow, they actually got something pretty sweet here. They got the limb shift technology. So this eliminates all the need for top hats here. To be able to paper tune your bow, you've always had to either shim your cams, however you want to adjust. You actually will be able to just shim, or I guess, for lack of better terms, you're shimming your cams by just using an Allen wrench, loosening these set screws. I haven't gotten to tool with it yet because it's my first look at it, but the technology behind it seems pretty sweet. And if you can eliminate the need for a bow press doing this kind of stuff, that's saving a lot of time, and that's also giving the opportunity to those handy guys being able to honestly just do all their bow tuning at home. But another thing, I know a lot of people were worried about with the Lift. There was a lot of complaints about limb cracking. From what I've gathered, they have actually went with a new limb technology, which has eliminated all the limb cracking problems that they have talked about in the past. They do look sleek. I like the Lift X right up here on the top. If you guys take a look at that, it is sleek. It's a cool look. And also they got the X on the back here. They used to have the 29.5. They got the X on the back here. It's a pretty sweet look. But enough talking about the bow. We got also one of their biggest attributes here, and I think it's one of their coolest parts. But they have partnered with UltraView to create a Mathews brand sight. Here is actually the UV sight, the UV slider, and here's the brand new Mathews one. You can see it's a little bit slimmer, a little bit more sleek, and also it's a little bit more lightweight. I've held the slider in my hand. This is super lightweight, super sleek. Then, here, I'll slide it on the bar real quick. Now that we got it on the bar here, it's super buttery smooth when it comes to rolling it up and down, but it still has that tension. So when you knock this sight, it's not going to knock it down. You can't move it with your hand, which is one of my favorite things, especially if you're doing a spot and stock and you set yours to 40 and you're trying to creep up to 40 and all of a sudden you look at your sight pins and you're looking at 53 and 95. It's one of my biggest pet peeves is when it can slide. But even when you lock it, I mean, there's definitely no moving it at that point. You can really crank on it and it's still not moving. And one of the cool features of it is there's actually a rechargeable light. So your sight light, your black light, whatever you want to call it, it's actually rechargeable instead of having to put new batteries into it, which you can take it out at night, go and plug it into your USB-C, take it in the morning, put it back in your bow, you're good to roll. So with all that, some of these new attributes are pretty dang cool, and I'm excited to go and fire off this bow because I haven't even gotten to take a shot with it yet. So we're gonna go and sling a few arrows through this thing, see what we think. We'll make a quick, fast, snappy for you guys. This has already got that back stabilizer on it. If you guys don't shoot back stabilizers, I would really recommend getting one, or at least trying out. If you got a buddy who has one, I would highly recommend shooting with one, because ever since I put a back stabilizer on my bow, I can't shoot without one. It's a huge game changer, but this bow is super balanced. We got some of these 4-fletched arrows from my buddy Braden. I've never seen that till tonight. I notice there's a pretty heavy back wall when you draw. Like it sits into it. And I've always been a big fan of that. My V3 kind of has the same concept, but right off the bat, I'm a huge fan of that. It's snappy too. Right off the bat, I'm a huge fan of that. It's a little, how do I put it? It's a little bit snappier than what I'm used to. I think that would take some getting used to, but I'm definitely a big fan of it. We'll shoot a couple more shots with it. Looking at it, it's smooth on the drawback. I like how it sits back into it. And overall, everything's pretty smooth with it. And we're indoors right now, and it may seem loud on the camera, but this thing is stupid quiet compared to my other bows. I've shot the V3, I've shot the V3X and the Phase 4 and the Lift. And this one by far has been the quietest one I've shot so far. It doesn't even want to try and jump out of your hand in the front. I really like this bow so far. If you guys haven't seen it, this is that new color, isn't it, Braden? What do they call it? Slate? Shale. Got all my S's messed up. But shale, I like the color. She's fancy. I'm gonna sling one more arrow through it. And I'll probably sling a bunch of arrows with this thing, but give you guys my overall thoughts on it here at the end, and we'll get you guys on out of here. That one felt money. Dude, that thing's like, it's dead in the hand. Right off the bat, I can notice that it's super dead in the hand. Like it does. I'm used to a bow trying to, like I always get scared to leave my hand wide open when I shoot. This one doesn't feel like it has that backstop where it tries to leap forward, go towards the target. This one just sits. That's insane. Overall, I would definitely say with this new Lift X, obviously I've only shot 3 shots out of it, but she's quick. It's snappy. It's got that good back wall to it that I really like. And with those the quick shim, or quick adjustments, however you call those are a big game changer, I would say. If those actually work as well as I think they're going to, that's gonna change the game here in the bow industry. And on top of that, that new sight that they got released is it's so sleek. I gotta throw one of those on. But overall, if you guys can get the opportunity, go to your local retailer and go and shoot this Lift, or the new Lift X, and see what you think of it. I'm a huge fan. Obviously, I've shot Mathews for as long as I've been able to bow hunt, and they never cease to amaze with these new bows that they keep on letting out. So, with all that said, thank you guys for watching. Definitely go and give this a shot if you guys can. And again, we'll catch you later.